Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin, or Aussie Comic Book Collector. What I do on this channel usually is I show off 4 books from random and I end on a key issue. However, I wanted to show off some stuff I got in the mail, just a fair bit of stuff. And I also wanted to talk about gimmick comics, or gimmick covers, or gimmick concepts, and what they do for the industry. So just real quickly, I am anti-gimmick. So if you're pro-gimmick, you might not want to watch this video. But I just feel that gimmicks aren't the way to keep the industry going in a healthy way. And lately we've seen, especially with Marvel, we've seen red band covers, red band interiors, and it's all polybagged, and so you're effectively buying the same book twice, and one of those books is like $1 more. And in my case, I bought a fair few red band covers or red band comics, and I haven't even taken them out of the polybag. Um, it's a cheap way to make money, and I hope that fans of the industry will take notice and they'll stop buying this trash. Um, Unfortunately, Marvel have a Werewolf by Night comic coming out, which is purely red band. Um, yeah, I'm a Werewolf by Night fan, but I think I'm just gonna have to say, you know what, I can't be a completionist anymore. If you're gonna go down this road and you're gonna do a red band, good for you. I can't do it anymore. I From a financial point of view, it makes no sense to me, especially when, like, lately, like the last few Werewolf by Night issues that I've read, I have not enjoyed them. I've got the 70s version, which I can read. I've got all the issues. I think I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to go back to the old stuff. There was even a series in the 90s, a 6-issue series, um, that I really liked. Had Leonardo Manco on art. Yeah, I'm just going to go and do that. And then there's also this QR code. Yeah, that's not going to do it. You can't have someone buy a comic book like this, right? And just go, yeah, okay, it's 22 pages, but we're only going to give you 21 pages. And the final page, you have to actually go onto your phone to read the rest of the story. What that does is that takes the reader away from the book. And they're going to say, you know what? I'm just going to use my phone from now on. I'm just going to read a comic on my phone. So I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to buy the online version, which is a lot cheaper, or I might even just pirate it, which I probably already am. And what's going to happen is these books are going to become dinosaurs really quick. Now, that's my tirade. Well, not a tirade, but that's my stance on gimmicks. So I'm going to show off these books, and the gimmick is going to come back into play. So the first one, as you saw before, is Spider-Man issue 59. And I got these out of order. Oh well, okay. All right, so Tom Lyle on art. I'm a big Tom Lyle fan, but his era was during the Clone Saga, which is also another gimmick. Now, we have issue 58 of Spider-Man with the Scarlet Spider and Kane here, and this story was very much a gimmick. It harkened to what was it, issue 49 and issue 50 of the Amazing Spider-Man with the clone. And everyone, well, not everyone, but the industry was saying, "Oh my God, a clone saga. It's a gimmick upon a gimmick, just like the death of Superman." But it kind of worked. Yeah. Then we have issue 56. Now, I will admit, I bought these at an auction, and they were like $2 each, and they're run fillers. I need them to complete the run of Spider-Man. But anyhow, yeah, here we have Scarlet Spider. We've got the clone of Gwen Stacy, and the Jekyll and Spider-Man, and la la la, and there we go, and all that good stuff. Okay, the next one is Warlock and the Infinity Watch issue 24 with uh, Tom Grinberg on art. I love Tom's work. The thickness of the inks, the darkness, the big muscular heroes. Yeah, I dig this kind of art style. So I'm looking forward to reading this. But it is part of the Blood and Thunder storyline, which was a crossover with the more cosmic stories, the more cosmic comics of the time, because Thor was going insane. And I'll show you. We have issue 25, which is a gimmick cover. So this isn't in plastic. This isn't sticky taped, but I'll show it. It's a gimmick cover. I didn't realize it was a gimmick cover until I opened it up to have a look at it, and it's a nice thick cover. I'm going to be very careful here because look at that. Hello, there we go. There's a big hole in the bloody thing. Yeah, and for whatever reason, because we've got this here, this cover here. So, okay, great. But that would have been a gimmick at the time in order to try and boost sales. I bought this for $2. And this came out, I'd hazard a guess and say the 90s? 94. Okay. So, this gimmick, did it increase the aftermarket sale? The aftermarket price? It did not. Because, yeah, $2. So I have to say, gimmicks do not work. Anyhow, we have Warlock and the Infinity Watch issue 35. Excuse me. So Jim Starlin's off the book now, and we have John Arcudi, or Arcudi. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But anyhow, there we go. Near the end of the series, I cannot get the last issue for a cheap price. Excuse me. Oh, itchy nose. Okay, 3 more to go. Now, we have New X-Men issue 2026. And this is also a kind of a gimmick cover because it harkens back to the Days of Future Past comic, issue 142, I think, of the Uncanny X-Men. And we have X-23 here. And to be honest, I don't even know who this guy is. But there we go. It's Angel Medina on art duties. And yeah, it's a nice cover. I will read it and enjoy it. But yeah, homage comics, covers are kind of gimmicks within themselves. Now, this is not a gimmick, but I did show my daughter and she did like the raccoon on it. It's Quick Draw McGraw issue 8 from Charlton. Now, unfortunately, now I got this for a very good price. But when I took it out of the bag, the cover came off. But just the front cover. The back cover's still intact, but the front just, it all just came off. So that's unfortunate because this is the only Quick Draw McGraw comic I own. So if I wanted to read this, I'm going to have to be very careful in how I handle it. Now, lastly, the last comic I want to show, it's also a gimmick cover. And I was going to say, the early 2000s were when I noticed that the writing style really changed for Marvel, and they did away with a lot of the gimmicky stuff, and they brought in a whole lot of talent who took a lot of risks. And when you take a lot of risks, especially with writers, you have the opportunity to produce high quality. And I have a Bendis issue here. Now, you can deride Bendis as much as you like, but in the early 2000s, when he was coming off his crime noir era, he was a standout writer. So what we have here is Elektra issue 3. I got this for $2. Now, what are you saying? This? What's the gimmick here? So we have Chuck Austen on art duties. Chuck Austen, if you want to look it up, just look it up. This issue is not the nude issue. This is the reprinted Safe for Work version, and the way you can tell that it's the Safe for Work version is that the size are a little bit duller. So if you find this cover, so if you find this comic at the convention and the size are just a little bit shinier, a little bit more blue, then pick it up, because it is the recalled version where Elektra is nude. Now, going through this book as I did, I could see the panels in which she would be nude, and it's not what I bought it for. I have a fair few issues of this run, except for this one. And yeah, so I'm filling in this series. I don't have the first issue, unfortunately, but maybe one day if I can find it for the right price. But what I'm getting at is that gimmick covers aren't. I said this at the top of the video. They aren't the way to sustain sales. The only way to sustain sales is with competent art and competent storytelling, with people who care about the product and want to give the best possible product to their audience. Yeah, QR codes and polybags and gatefold covers and nude issues that then get recalled. It's a recipe for spikes in sales, and you don't really want that. You don't want the sales to go like this. You kind of want the sales to go on a steady incline, and I hope that we will see that in the future. But you never know. Okay, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for listening to me have a bit of a sook, a bit of a whinge. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me, and I will see you at the next one. Bye.